Welcome to Sports Talk.
Hello and welcome. I'm Nick.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Jackson.
From Top Notch Sports. And today we're going to go over the New York Giants, the New York Football Giants all-season salary review, where we go over the New York Football Giants salary and what moves they might make this free agency, this off-season, maybe throughout the draft this year to get this 2021 NFL season done. What will Joe Judge and Dave Gettleman do to get this team back on the right track? I absolutely love this guy, Joe Judge. I've been a big fan of him since they signed him. I just look at him. Just look at him. I cannot wait to see what this team does. So let's hop right in, and we'll have Jackson explain to you the first slide. Go ahead.
What's going on, boys? So first things first, this team is negative $3.8 million in the hole. You can definitely get out of that. Not the worst situation to be in. Remember, these are the players currently under contract this very moment. And also, you guys need to remember this. Green is you cut and you're saving money. Red, you're cutting and you're losing. So seeing that these are the players on their contract, you're missing some players. Dalvin Tomlinson, Leonard Williams, those are the two big pieces on the defensive side of the ball. This Giants team, they're in contention to win the AFC or NFC East. Everyone at the division was. But Joe Judge came in and he changed the freaking culture. All right, he wants to play smash mouth football, and that's what they did. And you look on the offensive side of the ball, you got rookie Andrew Thomas, was the 4th overall pick. Kind of was iffy up and down, had some good spots, had some bad spots. Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, some solid receivers for you guys. Golden Tate, not the best, not the worst, but you definitely want to pick up a guy in free agency or the draft possibly. Saquon Barkley, didn't get to see a lot of him this year as he was hurt towards ACL in week 2 this season. Daniel Jones, again, up and down, he shows some flashes, and then sometimes he just throws careless balls and turns the ball over. So I have to see what he can do there. James Bradbury over here on the defensive side of the ball was a great signing for this New York Football Giant team. Was a great signing. Dexter Lawrence is solid. Blake Martinez, this guy's been one of the most underrated linebackers since he's came in the league. He's always up there leading the league in tackles. He's a great linebacker for you guys. Logan Ryan, Jabril Peppers, solid set of safeties. I'm excited to see what this Giants team does in the offseason and what Joe Judge and Dave Gettleman and those guys do this offseason. So we're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, so again, just taking a fast look, like Jackson said, this offense I think they got pieces around Daniel Jones. They just got to tighten up this offensive line. But again, you look at some of these highly paid players, and you got a question, are they going to be brought back? Are they going to be brought back? And that's what we'll hop into the next slide after we look at our notable losses, who currently is not under contract. Mike, go ahead, take it away. Here are your notable losses.
Yeah, this is the notable losses now. Before I even get into it, got to thank our numbers guy. Without Noah, we wouldn't be where we are. Thank you, Noah, the telephone pole Thompson, for all the work you put in. Couldn't do it without you, buddy. Now, let's get going. First loss will be Leonard Williams, defensive tackle. His expected contract is a 5-year, $56 million deal. He played 73.5% of the snaps. Then we got Kyler Fackrell, edge. He's expected a 1-year, $3.6 million deal. He played 55.8% of the snaps. Then we got Cameron Fleming, right tackle. He's expected a 1-year, $3 million deal, and he played 89.9% of the snaps. And then finally, we got Dalvin Tomlinson, D tackle. His expected contract is 4 years, $38 million, and he played 60.3% of the snaps.
Yeah, so again, typically when we look at the notable losses slide, you want to bring back the guys that play a high percent of the snaps. And again, on the next slide, we'll show you who we got you guys cutting to free up some of that cap and who we got you guys bringing back. Real fast, so we're going to go back to here. You're at negative $3.8 million. This was the new $185 million salary cap. So right now, the NFL, as you guys know, because of COVID, they've been kind of fluctuating whether they're into $175 million, $185 million. In our AFC videos, we did $175 million cap. It has just changed to $185 million. So this is we added $10 million to your salary cap. So you guys got some extra money now. So here we go. You see the estimated cap space, you guys are negative $3.8 million. That's why it's in red. You look at estimated cuts. You're going to cut Kevin Zeitler, Nate Solder, Ian Golden Tate, and your tight end Levi Toilolo. In total, that would put you at $23.25 million in estimated cap space available. Again, now we're making those moves. Now you can bring back some guys. So now you guys might say, Well, who can we bring back? Well, Dalvin Tomlinson on a 4-year, $38 million deal. Chidobe Awuzie on a 4-year, $34 million deal. And Camus Grugier-Hill on a 1-year, $3 million deal. All that combined together, you guys are at $2.25 million in estimated cap space remaining. Now, you guys are probably like, where is Leonard Williams? Well, again, Leonard Williams, you don't want a big contract. I'm sorry. He wants a big contract this year. So can you guys afford him? Absolutely. Will you guys go and pay him? Not too sure. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. He's going to want over about $11 million, according to this, a little bit more than $11 million contract, which I don't know if you guys are going to want to give out. And again, if you don't, you can bring back someone like Dalvin Tomlinson and also bring in a cornerback that you guys definitely need and maybe a linebacker to fill in that need just for a little bit. So we look here at your team needs. What positions you guys got to fill in? Well, again, you guys are going to re-sign Dalvin Tomlinson. You're going to sign Camus Grugier-Hill, and you're going to sign Chidobe Awuzie. And with that being stated, we also think in your first round, you guys might draft a receiver like Jalen Waddle, who could create separation and get open for you guys for Daniel Jones to have another weapon on that offense. And maybe you guys will also establish a right tackle in the later on in that draft. So I'm going to have Jackson rank down the final slide, your 2021 expected starting lineup. Go ahead, Jackson.
So first things first, the guys in green, you guys just brought in free agency. Cornerback, Chidobe Awuzie, pair him alongside James Bradbury. You got a solid 1-2 punch there. And then Camus Grugier-Hill hasn't really had a shot, a full-time starting job in the league, so I want to see what he can do here for the New York Giants. Dalvin Tomlinson, the guy in orange, you guys just re-signed into a pretty solid deal to fill in that defensive tackle spot for you guys. Big signing there. And then David Mayo, the only guy in yellow with you, is the placeholder right now. We said we're going to draft an outside linebacker. So whoever that may be, you plug him in for David Mayo. And then Jalen Waddle, like Nick said, another weapon for Daniel Jones to utilize. He was a stud at Alabama. He's got a lot of potential. Pair him alongside Darius Slade and Sterling Shepard will be a solid weapon. This Giants team, again, it's got a lot of potential under Joe Judge. I mean, like I said earlier, Joe Judge came in and changed the culture for the Giants. Daniel Jones, maybe this is the year we see Daniel Jones break out and have a great season with Saquon Barkley being back. This Giants team has got a lot of potential. We're going to have to wait and see. This is a weak NFC East division. So, I mean, maybe 9-10 wins could win this division. I can absolutely see this Giants team winning 9 to 10 to 11 games. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm super excited to see what Joe Judge does in the offseason and what he does next year with the New York Football Giants.
Mike, anything else?
Yeah, like I said in the Eagles and Cowboys video, this division's up for grabs. And the Giants, I could see it going any of the 4 ways, but the Giants are one of my favorites to win this division just because of the defense they have. Like them and Washington have the 2 best defenses in the division. And if the Giants can get any production out of their offense and Saquon Barkley can stay healthy, Daniel Jones can cut back on the mistakes, they can easily come out of the NFC East as the top seed in the NFC East, especially if Daniel Jones connects with guys. Because we watch Daniel Jones play, he shows flashes of being good, and then he'll just miss open receivers. He missed Slayton a ton this year. So hopefully, if he has Jalen Waddle and Slayton on the field at the same time, it'll open things up. This is a extremely fast offense. If you look at this offense, Slayton can run, Waddle can run, Ingram may be the fastest tight end in football, Saquon can motor, and Sterling Shepard moves good from that slot position. So this could be, if the offensive line can protect Daniel Jones and Daniel Jones does not turn the football over, this could be a scary Giants offense. This could be a scary Giants football team.
I agree with you, and I'm going to sum this up real fast. I'm a big fan of this guy. You guys know that. Got a lot of respect for him. I feel like the players have bought into Joe Judge's system. He makes his players run laps. That's not known in the NFL. That's not known really past high school. High school, you make your players run laps. This guy, you make a mistake, you run a lap. They bought in. He has his players back. I saw a lot about him talking with Saquon Barkley and saying that he has Saquon Barkley's back. And Saquon feels that with Joe Judge, that this man defends. He stands up for his players. Real fast, I did notice we spelled Jalen Waddle's name wrong here, so I know you guys are probably going to comment something about that. Yes, we know that. We just realized that now. But real fast, real last thing, quick thing, Daniel Jones. We all know Daniel Jones. This guy needs to get 2 hands on the ball, and he needs to listen to Jason Garrett. Now, a lot of people have been criticizing Jason Garrett. I feel like Jason Garrett was trying to get Daniel Jones to cut back on those turnovers that he was making. A lot of the time, he said, don't kill yourself, Daniel Jones. Just make the smart reads. Don't throw that interception. Don't force that ball. Just cut back on those turnovers. And I feel like if Daniel Jones can do that, like Mike said before, this Giants team, this defense looks really good. And one more thing I want to point out, you guys might be like, why are we not bringing back Leonard Williams? Well, here's why. You bring back Leonard Williams on an 11-year deal. $11 million deal, I'm sorry. 5-year, about 11, a little bit over $11 million, right? You guys won't have really enough. I mean, you can still maybe bring in Chidobe Awuzie and stuff, but you're still going to want money left over at the end of the day. I mean, this team with Leonard Williams, you take away Dalvin Tomlinson, you guys are still going to need some pieces to fill in to win games. I mean, it's definitely, you didn't put in Leonard Williams here and take out Tomlinson, or put in Tomlinson and take out Williams. Williams is a solid player. I think he's a really great defensive tackle in this league. Great pass rush. But you got Dexter Lawrence. You got Dalvin Tomlinson. Do you want to pay a defensive tackle over $11 million? That's the question. Let me know what you guys think. But, Mike, go ahead. I know you were about to say something before. Go ahead.
No, we're all good. We're good.
But, all right. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know. I know Leonard Williams are probably your number one option. But, again, I think Dalvin Tomlinson and Dexter Lawrence can get after the passer alone. And
this defense is
we'll see.
This defense is tough.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the New York Football Giants can do. I'm hoping Saquon's back. Joe Judge starts to pound the rock with this offense. I'm excited. Guys, that's all from Top Notch Sports. We'll see you guys soon. We are.
No better.
See you guys soon. Peace.